Hey guys, this is Ben with No Accent Callers, and I'm going to give you 15 reasons why wholesalers are not successful in this current market in general. So, like I said, my name is Ben, one of the founders of No Accent Callers. We have now worked with over 800 unique real estate professionals, and it's been as low as people trying to do their first deal. It's been as high as people who are doing $2-3 million a month in assignment fees. And there's a lot of people who are successful, and there's also a lot of people who are not. So these are going to be the 15 reasons right here. Number one is analysis paralysis. So you see this on the newbie side, where newbies are afraid to pick up the phone and they don't do anything. But also on the sophisticated side is that you get so much data, you have so much going on in your business, it just overwhelms you, and you just go into hiding. You don't really do anything. And number two is going to be impatience and instant gratification. There's a lot of people who come in, let's just say any marketing channel, and they're looking to get a positive ROI within 7 days. Otherwise, it is a scam and it's not working. But they don't understand the sales cycle. They don't understand the follow-up cycle and the cash conversion cycle. So they come in looking for instant results right away. And then when they don't get that instant gratification, they are just, on to the next shiny object. Number three we have is ego. So too many people, especially the guys who are doing like 10, 20K per month, think they are the greatest gift since God's fucking earth, and they cannot take outside feedback. I was talking with somebody earlier today, and they've been stuck at 10 to 30K per month for maybe the past year. And I've been consistently telling him about things that I see are flaws within his business, but it's always, no. Like, this new lead source, the ads is going to fucking save me. And I remember us saying, well, what happens if ads doesn't work out? And he's like, it's impossible for it not to work out. And that's the ego that holds people back, because if you think you are way better than you actually are, and you're not willing to take advice from people who can put you in a better position, you're going to stay the same. You're not going to get better. You only get paid for how good you are. If you don't like what you're getting paid, it's a skill issue. Next thing we have is no discipline. Wholesaling in real estate is a grind of a fucking game. Let's say you're making a lot of calls, you got to make the calls, you got to make a lot of follow-ups. It's on the phone. You need to be incredibly fucking organized, and you need to be really disciplined with your actions. But a lot of people get in and they just don't follow and do the work that needs to be done, and then they wonder why they don't get the paychecks that they want. Next we have is not tracking their data. This one kills me every single time. It's because it's these guys who go to every single fucking marketing channel looking for that next one. Oh, maybe this one is going to fucking take me out of poverty. Dude, I've had people who have left my company after doing a 6 to 7x ROAS on callers because they're like, I want to get a 9 to 10. Look, it always comes down to your cost per contract and your profitability. Some people are like, I only want to do inbound because my lead to contract is way better. But if you're paying $300 per lead and you close 1 in 15, that's a $4,500 cost to acquire a contract. Or you can get cold callers, and let's say you close 1 in 30, but each lead is fucking, $10 a fucking lead. And let's go $50 per lead. Then your cost per contract is whatever 30 times 150 is, or times 50. Okay. So a 1 in 30 contract rate is 3.3%. Divide that by a $50 cost per lead. It's $1,500 to acquire a contract. Yeah, it's more leads, more work that you got to do, but you are way more profitable by 67%. And another thing that people do that doesn't allow them to have success is terrible cash flow management. It's a very long sales cycle. You spend money into marketing because you need leads to make money, but you don't get paid back for 60, 90, 120, 150 days. And they run out of cash. They run out of their ability to market, and then they blame fucking wholesaling, the vehicle in general. Next thing we have is lack of follow-up. It comes back to the instant gratification. People expect to get leads and to close them right away. Most leads take 60 to 90 to 120 days of follow-up and nurture. Go look at the sales cycle. What I want everyone to do is I want them to download their CRM, throw it into Manus, and say, hey, here's all the leads and when I've generated them. Please cross-reference it with the Zillow API and see when they sold, and see how many leads that you generated, that closed, that sold, that you didn't take part of. And that's a problem of your bad follow process. Look at the gap between when you got the lead to when they sold, and you'll see how much work you need to do to get the deal across the finish line. Next, we have inconsistent action. So that's a little bit similar to no discipline, but inconsistent action is there's people who are like, yeah, I'm fucking ready to go. I'm ready to dial. I'm ready to fucking make some deals. I'm ready to make some offers. for a week, and then they get tired. Ugh, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. And they just become lazy. Next is shiny object syndrome. There's so many different things that you could fucking do within the real estate space. You can do a million different lead channels. You can do a million different exit strategies. You can be in a million different markets. And they're always thinking like, oh, maybe this one's the one that's going to take me out of poverty. And they're not able to do it. Next we have is relying on one exit strategy. Typically see this with the older generation of wholesalers where they're like, I only do cash deals. Well, guess what? If you invest in leads, not every single lead is going to be a cash deal. You need to have novations. You need to have seller finance. You need to have sub 2. You need to be able to take it down yourself. The more exit strategies you have, the more efficient you're able to be with your marketing spend. Super low hanging for most people to do is just go refer your dead leads, people who don't want to sell at a big discount, to an agent. You'll be able to liquidate your fucking marketing spend and you'll be able to get more leads. Next is giving up too soon. Goes back to the sales cycle. If they don't get a contract after 7 days of dialing, wholesaling is a big scam. This just doesn't work out. Probably have bad systems. They probably have bad skills, and they gave up before they actually got good. And then next is bad sales skills. Ugh, there's so many bad salesmen that I see within the space. This is a marketing and a sales game. If you suck at sales, you're not going to make any money. Next you have is thinking every marketing channel is going to save them. If you look right here, you have billboards, TV ads, radio, PPC, PPL, cold call, direct mail, SMS, ringless voicemail, SEO. Guess what? They all work. They all do. If one of them didn't work, no one would do them. The best wholesalers I knew do every single one of them. So if you are not getting the desired results that you want within cold calling, I promise you, PPC is not going to fucking save you. Because guess what? You probably have really bad sales systems, bad acquisition systems that even with PPC, you're still going to mess up on, and then you're going to blame everything else but yourself. Goes back to the ego. Next, we have being too transactional. Look, yes, they're leads at the end of the day, but these are real people that we're helping. These are real people who are struggling. These are real people who have problems. And when you just treat it like a deal, treat it like a number, your prospects are able to see that. And then finally, they really don't understand the sales cycle. They know leads take time to work, but if you're not prepared to follow up with a lead for 24 months straight to get the deal across the finish line, you do not understand the sales cycle.